30-day challenges are a really fun and exciting way to explore your creativity, but there's nothing more demoralising than having the intention to do 30 days and then not completing it. So I'm sharing my hard-learned tips and tricks for acing a creative challenge. The first piece of advice I can give you is to be realistic. I have attempted previously to do multiple challenges at one go, and this has completely just resulted in being really haphazard and inconsistent. If you are really busy and there's lots of stuff going on in life, then it's okay not to complete a challenge when it actually goes live. You can always complete it at a later date. There's no law that says you have to complete it immediately. Be realistic about how much time you can give to the 30-day challenge. I've tried to complete them after a busy day at work when my brain is exhausted and I'm not feeling creative at all, and it just hasn't gone well. A creative challenge should be fun and enjoyable, and if you're mentally drained, it's just going to feel like hard work, and that's not the point of a 30-day challenge. Accept the mistakes and give yourself grace. I have set myself a challenge to do 30 flowers in your style with Dinky, with Lucia, and just to make it that little bit harder, I decided to try and do it in watercolour, which is not my medium of choice, but I wanted to learn and develop watercolour painting. And this just resulted in me having a complete creative meltdown and having a massive creative block, which again just defeated the object of the 30-day challenge, because I ended up doing one prompt and I just couldn't face doing any more. So give yourself grace if things change. It's okay if you decide to change your medium. It's okay if you decide to change your colour palette. It's okay if you decide not to do the challenge at the time at all. Go back to your objectives with the challenge. If it's about having fun, make sure it's still fun. If it's about getting exposure, it's okay if every piece of work that you create for the challenge isn't a masterpiece. If the purpose of it is to get into a habit of having a creative practice regularly. The best piece of advice that Lucia gave me was to get ahead. She creates all of her designs pretty much before the challenge actually starts. She has a Pinterest board full of different ideas and inspiration for the prompts, which is a great way of finding inspiration. And another great challenge is by Sketch Design Repeat, and everybody who wants to can post their designs in the Pinterest board as well, which is another great way of finding inspiration. But be aware of not falling into the comparison trap. It's not a competition. So if you find yourself looking at everybody else's and being jealous of what they've created, take a pause and think about why you are feeling that way. What's underlying that feeling for you? And exploring this can be really enlightening about why you feel that comparisonitis. Another great tip is to find a challenge that really lights you up, where you're really excited about all the prompts and there is a creative community around that where you can get support, you can engage with other people who are also doing the challenge, and you can bounce ideas off each other. It's a great way to make new friends. But most of all, if you're taking part in a 30-day challenge, have fun with it. That's the best piece of advice I can give you, just to enjoy creating. Comment below with your favourite tips and tricks for engaging and completing a 30-day challenge, and also your favourite challenges that you've done or would like to do. Stay creative.